Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese and welcome back to the Minecraft 2020 Let's Play Adventure, where today it is February and our big goal for February is to kill the Ender Dragon. Oh goodness, I guess it's not anymore. Hold on, let me fix that. That's quite accidental. Kill a dragon. There we go. You know which one I'm talking about. There's only one. Why did I not add Ender? I have no clue. I have there is absolutely no reason for it whatsoever. There you go. I've fixed it. You know what? We can actually do better than that. Kill is such a violent word. We want something a little bit more tame. Slay Ender Dragon. That's probably more in keeping with Microsoft's directives for Mojang and how they should market the game moving forward, right? Probably so. Well, we're actually doing pretty good. I haven't even looked at this sign, but I realized that we built the trade hall. Kinda. We built 3 little huts, and we did bring in the villagers. Now, there might be some other trade centers we want to build, some other villagers we want to bring in, but that's not what we're doing today. Because I'm getting ready to go to the Nether. Because we got to go to the Nether in order to make potions and some other things. We got to get blaze powder and whatnot. But I don't want to go to the Nether unless I've got some epic gear. So we're going to build full diamond today. Diamond is so much easier to find in the game now than it's been kind of at any point ever in the past. So since we can find diamond so readily, I'm kind of willing to just make diamond armor now, basic diamond armor. And if it turns out down the line we could make better armor or get better armor, then we'll do that. But for right now, diamond armor with mending, and in particular on the boots, we do now have what we need to add feather falling. Feather falling 3 even, which I think is going to be a bit of an epic boon. Now, I'm kind of worried about the chipped anvil here. I don't know how many more enchants it's got on it. But we will go ahead and add feather falling. One thing I'm curious about, though, is that's going to cost 3 enhancements, or enchantments. But what if we combine these 2 together? That's also going to be 3. So my question is, would it be cheaper to combine these together and then put the combined book onto the boots? Or is adding 1 book at a time going to be cheaper? I don't know. I'm going to try this. I'm going to make the Feather Falling 3 and Mending book. And then I'm going to put that on the boots. And that's going to cost 6. And it might be the same. It might be the same as it would have cost otherwise. I'm not sure. But we're going to do the same here. We're going to now make the diamond leggings. That's only going to cost 2 for whatever reason to put that on here. The chest plate's going to also be 2. Why did it cost more for boots? You know what? Did we check mending on boots, or did we only check the other book? I actually don't remember. Mending! There we are. So we now have fully enchanted gear. We can take all of that off. And regrettably, like, I don't know if it's really a good idea to be wearing our fanciest armor right now. But then again, what are we going to do with the iron armor? Should we go ahead and build... You know what we should? We should build an armor stand. And the armor stand is where we're going to place all of our now retired gear. Now, a lot of my stuff, I'm realizing, was left on the beach. We need to go grab it real quick, because I completely neglected to bring in that chest full of items from the end of the last episode yesterday. I kind of just spent the rest of the day fishing. And I fished up a few things here and there. There would have been an end credit stinger if I remembered to put it in there, where I fished up an additional fishing rod, which is fun and a good time. Leather boots I fished up. I'm pretty sure that was yesterday, so that's not a new thing. But we'll bring in all these fish, too. There's so much paper in here that I forgot about. That's a shame. Could have used that when we were trying to buy all of the mending books yesterday. Kind of forgot about it. Sort of feel like a fool now that all that paper was just in that chest the whole time, and I forgot. That's wonderful. But let's get all of this inside. We actually do have 2 mending books left. And I'm sort of curious. We're going to need more, because I haven't put mending on a bow yet, I don't think. We have 2. We've got Power and Flame, and then Punch and Unbreakable. We also don't have mending on either of our fishing rods yet. So we're going to want to do that at some point today. I kind of want to enchant all the gear today. So let's see how the villagers are doing. It hasn't been that long. I just spent a bit of time yesterday fishing. So I don't really know how we're looking in terms of what we can trade here. We don't have enough rotten flesh. What about you? What are we looking at here? We're looking at 23, and you were looking at all at 24. So if what we're looking for is to get more emeralds, we definitely want to come over here. But I'm not sure if we're actually looking to get more emeralds, because we've got 18 now. If I walk away from you for a beat, and then I come back... What are we looking at in terms of that's what I wanted to see right there? Not 1, not 2, but 3 more mending books. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. You are a gentleman and a scholar. That's going to help us get everything we need enchanted today. Having these guys down here is going to be fantastic. I'm loving it. I suppose we could have made our house bigger and just had them live with us. But can you? It's sort of like the LA is already pretty bad about annoying little noises. Can you imagine if every day of our lives, every moment in this house was spent listening to and then you've got the LA's you know, followed by It's just like it's the most annoying. It's starting to sound vaguely inappropriate, actually. I think I'm going to stop that now, but you kind of get what I'm going for. I'm going to take a nap before it gets dark and creepers spawn on the gosh dang roof! I just realized that I'm still holding this shovel in my offhand. I was trying to level everything up, or trying to restore everything using levels while fishing, and I didn't quite get there yesterday. We'll have to do it before we, continue the adventure, of course. But this anvil's looking mighty chipped, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, right, armor stand is what we were doing. That's right. So in order to do that, we need to get... Wait, hold on. I had the armor stand. Now, wait a minute. How do you get smooth stone? You have to get smooth... You have to double smelt... Okay. See, I think I said previously that that was a bit wild to me. Because back in the day, you didn't have stone slabs, right? You just went from stone to those polished slabs, and so this is new to me. This is one of those changes that may have been around for a long time, but I'm just coming to grips with here. I am only now being confronted with the realities of new Minecraft, and also this doesn't work in a blast furnace. Why would it? It is not an ore. This makes much more sense. It's fine. Now, I fished up some leather boots before, and I've been told now from a couple of different folks watching that we want to have these if we go to a snowy region, which we do want to go to a snowy region, because I want to collect some ice and see whether or not a cool trick works in the nether where you can make water by melting ice next to lava. It used to be a thing. I'm pretty sure. It's also perfectly possible that's one of those facts that was never real, and I made it up in my head. Or maybe it was a cheese like a long time ago, but was patched a long time ago. I don't know. We'll find out. What is it, 5? I didn't count. It looks like it's not. It looks like it's 6, and I should have counted, because now we gotta get more sticks, and it's not gonna work because the world is against me for some reason. That's fine. Check this out. From memory, right? Look at me go. Look at this. From memory, they say. From memory. Ah ha ha! It's like the shape of a person. And we'll put this upstairs. We'll have it right here for now. We might put it upstairs in my actual, what is going to become my room in the future. But for now, check this out. Our old armor. And I'll tell you what. We're gonna give it this, Can it not hold a shovel? Why can't it hold a shovel? It'll hold a sword, right? Wait, no, you're supposed to be able to... Wait a minute! I thought that you could put, tools and stuff on here. You could have it hold a weapon. Am I crazy? Maybe I must be crazy. That's how you take things off. Okay. Huh. Well, if you know, let me know, because I'm confused now. I guess we'll just keep holding on to that, then. Continuing on... We also need more books, because I saw another interesting short, and again, it's always possible the content of the shorts is a lie, or misinformation, or only applicable to one version of Minecraft, but apparently it has been alleged, based on my understanding of what I saw, that you can potentially get better enchantments out of the enchanting table by, instead of putting a tool in there, putting in a book. Right? Because a book is apparently weighted higher for certain types of enchantment. Like, for instance, if you put gold tools in for whatever reason, probably because it's harder to cheese with gold tools because they have such low durability. But apparently with the gold tool, you're more likely to get, really high-level enchants than you would with an iron or a diamond tool, but also with a book for some reason. So, Allay, I've made a mistake. My inventory's full of stuff. We'll have to do a thing real quick. Box on the beach, coming in real handy right now to get rid of buckets of water and raw cod and puffer fish and I guess iron and smooth stone. It's getting out of control. Oh, buddy, you didn't have to. Thank you. Oh, he makes a little song. I didn't know you were gonna follow me with all of those. Was that all of them? No shot he got all of them. Did he? Oh my gosh, he did! Little king of the people, man. I gave you a lot of grief. I drove your brother away by accident, and you're really coming in clutch here late. Or as of late, I should say. Correct use of the term. Lately even, if you're so inclined. We're not gonna go crazy. We're gonna make like 5 books, and then we'll store the rest of the paper in here, and we'll leave the leather over here in animal drops, and we'll just kind of out of curiosity see if we put a book in there right now. We would get loyalty 3. Aqua Affinity, unknown amount? Is Aqua Affinity the sort of thing? I think there's only one level for. That's the one that lets you mine faster. Or, I guess, collect things faster underwater. Power 2. Aqua Affinity. Now, also, apparently, if there's certain enchantments that'll only show up with a lower powered enchanting table. Right now, our inch power is 18. But I think that just gets you max level enchants. I don't think there's a reason to add more and increase it even higher. But it could be worthwhile to have multiple different enchanting tables with lower levels so that we can get certain different things. So, like, Aqua Affinity, right? I don't know why we would want that. We might want to put that, because that would be... No, actually, if we ever figure out that turtle... Hold on, let me figure out what the turtle shell does. When equipped, it provides the water-breathing status effect, allowing the player to remain underwater for an additional 10 seconds. So we combine that with the ability to mine more quickly underwater. That would be pretty useful. What does Loyalty 3 do? Oh, it's an enchantment applied to the trident, causing it to return to the owner once thrown. We've never even used the trident. I think I want and need that. But would I just also be able to get that by putting the trident in there? Is there a reason to affix it to a book? And also, are we going to lose out on Aqua Affinity? This thing's nearly broken. We probably want to put mending on it and get it healed up before we try using it. But hold on now, wait just a gosh darn minute. Now hold on. If I put that in there, what's queued up? Riptide, Impaling, and Impaling. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just look at the trident on the wiki. I've got it pulled up over here. And it should show me enchantments here. Loyalty, Channeling, Riptide, and Impaling. I'm going to look up Channeling because it keeps coming up, as well as Riptide. So Impaling is an enchantment for the trident, causing the trident to deal additional damage on each hit against aquatic mobs. Ooh, or extra damage to mobs in water. Okay, that would be super useful for clearing out those underwater areas. Channeling is a process that it produces lightning when thrown at a mob or lightning rod while a thunderstorm is occurring. So that's a very specific thing. We've seen that one pop up a couple of times. And then Riptide hurls the user in the direction the user is facing, but only when they are wet. That's very specific. Maybe useful for underwater exploration. Impaling 3, huh? That sounds super useful. But then that would reset them, and we might miss out on Loyalty 3, which sounds more useful if it's going to make the trident come back to us. But then we're level 20 right now, so we got to go underground anyway. And we might as well. Didn't I have flame at some point? Or I had luck or something? Looting. Can I slap looting on my sword, or is that going to cause it to, like, cost an absurd amount of money? I thought I found, like, a flame enhancement. Oh, wait, didn't we put that on our fire? Yeah, that's right. That's only going to cost 5 to add looting to. So we're going to add looting to Ludog's Smite. Or we could add it to this random, and that would cost 4. Or we could combine them together. No, we're just going to add it to the one we've already got with sharpness and knockback and looting and mending. And then we're going to go deep underground and start killing a bunch of zombies in an effort to get our levels back up. Because today's all about enchanting our gear, making mistakes, and then looking forward to reading the comments. That might sound sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. I want to make sure that I'm being very clear here. I'm being genuine when I say I do look forward to the feedback. You know, sometimes it's a little snarky or a little sassy, but it's also full of really useful information. And when someone chimes in and says, hey, just thought I'd let you know, in the future, it would be better if you do this thing instead, I say, oh, that is actually very helpful information. Thank you. I'm genuine when I ask for that. And when I say that it is helpful, I'm not trying to be, because I realize that sometimes I am a little sarcastic. I myself am a little snarky. And I want to be clear when I'm being genuine about certain things. Like, that is genuinely helpful, and I do genuinely appreciate it. And I want you folks to understand that. Now we've had this wonderful little kumbaya moment, and it's getting all touchy-feely, show of emotions. We're going to carry on, And I'm just going to head down here into the basement for a bit. And just kind of focus on murdering creatures. The reason this is like this, by the way, and I need to fix it, I was trying to clear all this away to convert that entire chute into the glass, and in fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go get that glass, because it's a little inconvenient, because things keep falling out and onto the ground instead of going into the hopper, and every time I come down here, I say, oh, that's right, next time, I'll bring the tinted glass, and then I forget, because I'm absent-minded, and I get distracted thinking about other things, and then I accidentally invent Flubber, and I have a flying car, and it's this whole hoopla, but I forgot about my wedding, but it's okay, because I got Weebo, unless this is the original absent-minded professor, on which Flubber, the remake with Robin Williams, is based, in which case, I don't have Weebo, or maybe Weebo is a dog, but then Weebo turns into like a sexy hologram woman, and we all go, who's that lady? Who's that lady? And then we all have that same dream where she is like bending over to kiss us while we're in our beds. And then we have like a digital baby with her, which was odd at the end, but then she's like Flubber's sister, but she's red this time. That's weird. It got weird at the end there, but it was good for a while. Why am I here? Glass, where are you? In addition to what I already have, I'm going to make some more. And what I can do is, in between like letting them build up and then killing them, I can also go ahead and replace different segments. Because eventually the plan is to have that entire area down there hollowed out, and then have just a giant tinted glass box. So, and then maybe set up some like fires and have it look a little creepy and scary. And it's just like, oh, ooh, yeah, you go in here where all the fires are burning. Maybe even, that's not the, I don't even know how I did that. Oh, interesting. I found a shortcut I didn't know existed on my keyboard. Now, I know about F5. That's not what I meant. What I mean is that I've got this little gamepad thing that I use in place of a normal keyboard. I've talked about it in different videos, and it's got some preset up bindings, like alternative bindings that I just kind of never look at or use. And I'm realizing now that one of them... What they have a term for these. I can't remember what they're called. They're not called bindings. You know what I'm saying, though. Macros. That's the word. It came to my mind. The first thing I thought about was macaronis, and then I was like, oh, no, macros. It's got macros. One of them, like, right next to the shift key is apparently bound to F5 because I never bothered to change them because I don't actually use them. All right, we should be getting interesting things now that we've got looting, not the andesite. That he just picked that up. So they actually travel right along in here. And in fact, if we break this, I think this is like right above their heads, one of these two. This can all be taken away. And apparently not. Apparently I'm wrong. Somewhere along in here, we can just keep peeling back the layers until we find it. Oh, here we go. Hi, guys. What's up? Oh, yeah, here we go. This is fun. I think we could technically leave this open if we wanted to. No harm in it. It's not like they can get out. But we're also just not going to because, like, no harm in it, but no gain in it either. This one could get tricky. I was going to say for, like, a split second, they'll be able to escape via that route, and it could get messy. Like, you might recall that one time we had all those issues with the little zombies because I wasn't quick enough on the draw, and they got out and they swarmed me, but we're not going to let that happen again. This is starting to shape up. This is starting to look like something here. It'd be very funny if one fell on my head just then. I should probably be careful to make sure that there are none coming. Not that I think about it. Alright, let's go! Here we are. Oh, that's already repaired. We should swap out for... This one's got more ways to go. There we go. So, how are we doing now at slaying them? Are we just, like, crushing them like crazy? I mean, yeah, we're... Well, none of... Why did... I guess I didn't... Oh, I completely forgot about what I said I needed to do. There. That should help guide everything into here now. Oh, that'll open through the glass. That's odd. What I can't remember was whether or not there was a reason to have them go all the way to the floor. I'm running out of blocks, but I guess I'll put those all the way at the floor. Doesn't seem to hurt anything. And yeah, we just don't ever use the fire anymore. I know that was like a part of the design. I don't know why we don't. Genuinely, I just don't remember why. But I kind of want to see inside of there. We're down to 3 of these, so we don't have much to work with here. But what happens if I carve this away? That should be the inside. So if I replace the 2 of these... Nope, that's not at all what we want to do. That's going to cause a load of issues. Okay, that should float back down to us at a rapid pace, I might add. Okay, we're all out now. I'll have to go mine some more crystals, but for the time being, did my torch get back down here? Oh, that's not quite good enough for me to see inside the box. How did you get little armor, little guy? How did that happen? How does a little fella like you get a little set of armor, huh? It's ridiculous. I do also understand that looting 2 is not the best thing to have on this sword, but this sword is far from the best sword. It's sharpness 3, knockback 2, looting 2, and it's not meant to be the greatest end-all, be-all sword, but it's a good sword for the time being. Yes, I also know that my goal down here is to get back up to level 30, and that we're not going to be doing that if I'm also trying to repair all my tools, but I'm trying to multitask, leave me alone. How effective is Feather Falling 3, by the way? I haven't tried it yet. I mean, I guess that's a bit of an improvement. You know what I just realized? You know what I just realized? What bozo move I did? I should have tried to put the armor in the enchanting table before applying the mending book. Because now we can't put the armor in the enchanting table. The only way we can enchant it is to have books. Which is okay, but not ideal. I can't really tell if we're gaining anything from this extra looting enchantment that we've added, to be honest, but it seems fun. Oh, we got another one on a chicken coming in. I think it's so funny that the spawner has the ability to spawn baby zombie chicken. That's very funny. My diamond shovel doesn't have mending on it. I didn't know that. I've been trying to mend it this whole time. And I was deeply confused as to why it wasn't mending. It's like, it's not going up. I'm gaining levels, though. But, like, I mean, that's your answer right there, folks. You gotta put the mending on the shovel. I've been thinking about this, because it would be convenient to move monster spawners around, and you can say that it's game-breaking, but here's my solution. You know how you have Silk Touch? You add different levels. So you have Silk Touch, and you have Silk Touch 2. Or you can call it Silk Touch Pro, Silk Touch Pro Max. Maybe it's only available as a book in the end. You can make it super rare if you want to. You get Silk Touch 2 Pro, Max, Ultra, U, New, Super, and that allows you to break the monster spawners. However, what you get is a blank spawner. You then need to go through whatever hoops you have to jump through to get a monster head, and you put the monster head inside of that, and it turns it into that type of spawner, which kind of helps balance the game off, but also kind of breaks it, because you can get something like a wither skeleton skull and put it in there, and you have a wither skeleton spawner. I'm open to slight alterations, but for the most part, I'm a big fan of this idea, and I think it's pretty good. Your feedback is welcome, but don't tell me I'm wrong, because it's a great idea, and I'm not going to tolerate being told otherwise. This is the sort of thing where if I was trying to also, like, level up a RuneScape character, it would be perfect, you know? Just on one screen, it could be doing fletching, and then on the other, I could just be waiting for enough zombies to pop up in here that it's kind of worth my while. Because you definitely don't want to just start swinging and waste the XP on your sword, when if you wait a little bit longer, there'll be way more zombies, and, you know, it takes fewer swings of the sword to kill them all. So you wait for them to build up, do some fletching, you know, click on the next spot on the agility shortcut, you know, on the rooftop agility course. Okay, there we go. Didn't even realize how close we were. I'd like to bring all of this back up with me. Wow, a whole 2 additional iron. Let's leave all of these down here. And then next time we come down here, I'll try my best to remember to bring a clean inventory. And then, yeah, I'll go ahead and just kill these guys because they're here right now. And I'd hate to leave them, like, here to die slowly. Oh, gee, I don't have time. I gotta go. I can't be lingering. So we're enchanting a book for the trident, right? Is that what we're doing to get the enchantment that brings it back to me when I toss it? And we're gonna combine that enchantment with mending, and we'll have that and mending on my trident. And then maybe independently from that, we'll also enchant the trident to have impaling. But then there's also an enchantment that'll allow me to move more quickly underwater when I throw the trident. It was our understanding of it, possibly. Or it just said in water. So yeah, I'm assuming that's what it means. While swimming or like floating around in the water, it'll tug us around or something. I don't know. Is the sun rising? Is it setting? It's setting. Let's take a quick nap. Creepers on the roof. La 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 la. We'll see if we can't make sense of this, because I've kind of already forgotten most of it. Put book in. Get loyalty 3. That is correct. Next book will get us Fire protection 3. In the nether? Yes! Yes, absolutely we need that. We've got to have that. I've got to go level up again here in a second. But first, very quickly, what was it? Loyalty 3 plus Trident is 3 levels, versus Loyalty 3 plus Mending is 3 levels. But Mending and Trident is 2 levels. So I gotta try this, because we went the other way with it, right? So Mending and Trident plus Loyalty and Trident, I think it's gonna come out to about the same no matter what. Well, now we gotta do another 9 levels, because we gotta have fire protection! And also I gotta figure out what the best thing to put fire protection on. But, I mean, maybe I don't want to kill mobs to do that? Maybe I want to go fishing instead, right? Maybe I want to combine Luck of the Sea, Unbreaking, as well— that's a bow— as well as Unbreaking 3 to get— now hold on, that's 9 levels. What if we reverse them? That's 17 levels. What's the difference? Hold on. So that's Unbreaking 3 and Luck of the Sea 2 to give me Luck of the Sea 2 and Unbreaking 3. Okay. And then if I invert them, Luck of the Sea 2 and Unbreaking 3. Now wait just a gosh darn minute here. How come the order matters? How come do the order matter? How come doing this one first, Luck of the Sea 2 Unbreaking 1 plus Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking 3 and Luck of the Sea 2, versus— I don't get it. What? And then what about Mending? I still gotta put Mending on there. Do I put Mending on first? That's gonna cost 3, but is that gonna make this one so much more expensive when I combine it with this one? Hold on, well, you know what? Let's find out. Let's do an experiment. That's 3 levels. That's now 11 versus 23. Okay, well there you go. Luck of the Sea 2, Unbreaking 3, Mending. I'm gonna go fishing for a bit. It'll be a different experience. It'll be fun. I should probably get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory. Should we go ahead and put Mending on our shield as well? I don't know what else you would want on your shield aside from Mending. But, yeah. That way, we can go ahead and have that equipped, and we can get that repaired while we're fishing. And then, maybe, I mean, you know what? Killing zombies is probably faster, and we probably will go back down to doing that instead. But for right now, we'll get this repaired, as well as the Trident. We gotta get it repaired, because it's got Loyalty 3 and Mending. We gotta make that super powerful now. And I forgot to bring all of my rotten flesh down here, which would probably be a good thing to do. But let's get going. You know what? We gotta put Mending on the shovel as well. You know, it's got efficiency and Unbreaking, but it also needs to have Mending. We're down to 2 Mendings. We might need to buy another one. Does it matter how much open water is under this? I feel like we looked this up the other day and we determined that it might. You know what would be good? Is if we could fish underwater while killing zombies. Now, we know that there was a benefit to fishing under the open sky, but I think it just made fishing faster. Let me look that up real quick. Let's see, Minecraft fishing. I'm going to pull this up on the other screen. Because what we might do is just go underwater, build a fishing area, and then, like, it doesn't matter if it's slower, because we'll also be like, we'll do a little fishing, and then we'll turn around and kill some zombies. We could maximize the efficiency of XP gain here. Alright, I'm putting my RuneScape brain to work here, you know? It's not gonna be tick perfect, but it's gonna be something. So once the bobber hits the water, the wait time is determined, and the player must wait a random period between 5 and 30 seconds. Okay, so if the bobber's not exposed to direct sun or moonlight, the wait time is approximately doubled. For direct exposure, all blocks above bobber must be transparent to sunlight, such as glass and carpet. Blocks that diffuse skylight, such as ice and leaves, will block direct exposure. Ooh, interesting. So, we need to dig a very big tunnel down, 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 so that the bobber always has light directly atop it. Now, we're not actually going to do that right now. I'm going to remember to empty out my inventory a little bit here, so that we can carry some stuff back up with us. But I am going to get those buckets that I keep on me, and we are going to create an infinite water source. Where's the other bucket? Deep down underground, and do some fishing while we slay zombies. I think this is the best idea I've ever had in my life. That's an exaggeration. Almost. Oh, at some point I caught another Nautilus shell. I was putting those in animal drops? No, I was putting them in mob drops, because zombies were dropping them. Someone explain to me what it does. I have to go back and find that comment, but it helps underwater in some kind of way, which is useful. Thank you for that comment. What the heck did I, you know what? I bet I know exactly where the bucket of water is. You cheeky devil. There's actually 3 of them. Where did I get a 3rd bucket? I don't remember. I have no, I must have been a drop at some point. Because I definitely only made the 2 buckets. I'll have to go back through the footage, but I'm not going to. Okay, so how did you get down here? How did you get down here? We're gonna dig out a place to do our fishing right here, I think is where we're gonna do it. There we go. So I think I could probably fish on that, but I feel like I want it to be deeper. Okay, so that causes it to not be a source block anymore. But if I then put it down below, it becomes a source block. Which means that, do I have to go under here and for like each of these do that? To make all of them source blocks? That sounds like a nuisance. I think it's fun. So now what we do is we come over here and we kill a bunch of zombies. And we get the XP for doing that, right? So look at our shield go. Our shield's fully repaired now. And if we want to, we could start doing our pickaxe next. And then we come over here and we just kind of cast a line. And yeah, it's going to take a lot longer. But we've got nothing else to do. And instead of standing around and waiting for the zombies, which we are doing, we are standing around and waiting for the zombies, but we're also generating passive XP at the same time. There's not a lot of room for the fish to come up. You know what I mean? Like, there is simply not a lot of room for that little animation. Did I make this thing big enough? Is this even going to work at all? I have no idea. It almost feels like it would be shocking if it did. It did say it would take twice as long, but it feels like it's taking an awful long time. Is this gonna work? Is this broken? Maybe it doesn't work because it's an artificial fishing hole, and it was never stockpiled. Or it could be the size thing. Yay! And in all that waiting, look at this! Now we just turn around and do this. It's a perfect plan. I'll be level 30 again in no time. I like that I did all of this work, like I dug all of this out. And there's a little water pool, like, right up there. That probably would have been just as fine for doing what we're doing. That's a shame, isn't it? What is hitting me right now? I've been hit twice now. By what? Make it bigger. I don't see any problem with making it bigger. In fact, I feel like that can only make it better. Now I'm imagining the project we're going to do, where we dig a massive hole. Like, we mark out the 4 corners of this thing, and we actually dig a massive hole from top to bottom, and we build, like, a skylight. And then, I mean, it doesn't actually have to be the whole size of this thing, right? It's only where the bobber lands. So we could do 5 by 5 in a sort of circle. And as much as Minecraft can make a circle, and you do that from all the way to the top to the bottom, you get much more of a lead-in when it's bigger like this, by the way. And then all you gotta do is make sure you're throwing the bobber right in the middle. It can have a glass top. It said glass was fine. Glass is transparent. Yeah, so far we're not really getting anything cool or useful, but that's fine. We're having fun. What are other, like, easy XP methods we could be grinding while we do this? Alternatively, you know what we could do? We could put Silk Touch 2 Pro Max on our pickaxe. We could take that spawner up there, or take one of the cave spider ones, take it up to the top, and just have that be in a thing next to the ocean, and then we don't have to dig a massive tunnel. But I like my underground fishing grotto idea. We could put some plants down here. We could have some trees. We could make this real nice. A little home away from home, a place to hide when the villagers get a little too pesky, when their demands for fair wages and compensation for their work, you know, did not mean to do that. Gets a little out of control. We just come hide down here and do some fishing and ignore their problems. Ignore all of our problems. Man, they do drop a lot of rotten flesh. That's what I've noticed since we've started using this sword. At first I wasn't really feeling looting 2. I feel like it wasn't doing a whole lot for me. But now it really does. Like, you can tell when you kill a big group of them, there is a bunch of rotten flesh going in here. And that's good, because that leads to good things for us. Emeralds. It mostly just leads to more mending books, honestly. This is objectively the faster method for getting XP. That's undeniable. I actually looked that up. What is the XP rates for fishing? Like, not necessarily the rates, but per fish, what do you get? An experience orb worth 1 to 6 experience points spawns at the position of the player. Consequently, A mending enchanted fishing rod, used only for fishing, never wears out, repairing itself if damaged. I can see that. But it's interesting that it's 1 to 6, meaning that it has the potential to have 1 higher than just like a regular zombie. Or substantially less, because each zombie I think is 5, right, per kill? So on a really good reel-in, we could get 6. But it feels like for the most part, we're getting fewer than that. And it takes so much longer to catch a fish. Meaning if I had decided to just stay up top and fish, it would have taken ages to get to level 30. Especially while repairing other things like our forever shield that we now have. By the way, what should I put fire protection on? While I'm waiting on zombies to build up and fish to nibble, I feel like I should Google these things. Because these seem like the sort of answers that I don't really want to do trial and error and happen upon. These are the sort of simple things I can just say. Best gear to put fire protect... Hold on. Protection on. According to the AI and the web search, chest plate's the best place to put it, as it provides the most significant protection against fire damage, making it more important piece of armor. Ideally, you'd want to enhance a netherite chest plate with fire protection for maximum effectiveness. I mean, I'd like to get netherite. Does netherite remove enchants? I guess I should look that. Does netherite upgrade keep enchantments? Yes. When you upgrade a diamond item to netherite using a smithing table in Minecraft, all enchantments on the original diamond item are preserved on the new netherite item. You will not lose any enchantments during the upgrading process. That's great! The other advantage to fishing, because I realize that now that we're not getting a great deal of XP gain from this process, it is just sort of like a thing to keep me occupied in-game. Get out of the way, you. The other advantage is that we might fish up something useful. We might be moving to an all-fish diet soon, which does wonders for the Japanese. They have very low rates of chronic illness. They live very long lives. Most of that's maybe not so much the fish and the lack of just horrible seed oils, those heavily processed motor oils, essentially, that they eat. You know, less genetically modified sort of trash food. But fish plays a role in that. Heck, we could move all of our enchanting stuff down here. If we do this place up real good, we do that thing that I suggested where we have clear, like, line of sight from sky to down here for sunlight. We've got this place to grind. I mean, it's far away from the house. If we forget certain objects, it's a bit of a pain to get down here. But you cannot deny how effective it would be in terms of just like, oh, I don't have to go back upstairs to, oh, I need to upgrade this piece of gear. Or, you know, I need to add this enchantment to it. I'll just come over here to the little grind area, grind for a bit. Oh, and then I just walk over here where I've got 6 different enchanting tables with various different levels of enchantment, like bookshelves around them, where I can, you know, sort of pick, like, oh, this one's more likely to have the particular enchantment I need. Oh, I need to burn through some. I'll just cycle in whatever's cheapest. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Oh, there's the one I want. Oh, my gosh. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Good gosh. When they die, there's that explosion of rotting flesh. Some of it, like, spills off into my inventory because it fills up so fast in the hopper that it doesn't have time to, like, quickly enough drain in here. It's nuts. We might need to get a second apothecary to make sure that we have enough people to buy rotten flesh from us. Oh, leather. That would have been helpful a while back. I forgot this whole time I should be repairing the trident. Actually, no, I shouldn't, because that's going to take a really long time, and I just want to get to level 30. We've been at this for a while now. This recording session's dragged on a bit, just because I've been spent most of it waiting on levels to build up. Yay, level 30, let's get the heck out of here. This is how you've been sneaking in here. I see, I've patched it, but you gotta come back with me now. I don't want you to be left down here. Come on. This is the exact thing I wanted to avoid, little fella. What are you doing? Oh, you know what? Fine. I'll cut this back open. And then I'm on my way. I'm headed back out. You better figure it out. Magical. Righto! We're back now. We've got to fetch the lapis out of the lapis chest. And then we're going to put in a book from the Yan book chest. I think is what we're doing, right? Or did we put the thing right in? Wait, is that what we're doing right now? I don't even remember what we're doing right now. That's already enchanted. We couldn't do that if we wanted to. Oh, that's right! No, it was a book we were trying to do, because we were trying to get Fire Protection 3, which is exactly what we want right now. I think, right? Yeah, fire protection 3, get that. Anything else interesting that we might want? Like, what's the next thing queued up here? Sweeping Edge 3, Smite 2, Projectile Protection. Sweeping Edge, that could be handy. That could be useful. You know, Fortune 3 would be nice to have on my diamond pickaxe. So I could maybe get... but I can't get that with the book. I could only get that... Where's that other diamond axe? Didn't we build 2 diamond pickaxes? We did. Oh no! I put enchantments on that one too! Oh no, my only options would be to build a 3rd diamond pickaxe with Fortune 3. What's the maximum version of Fortune you can get? It only goes up to 3. So if I built another diamond pickaxe, if I built another diamond pickaxe and got 3 more levels, I could get Fortune 3, and then I could combine it with the existing one that I've got, which I wish had Efficiency 5, because I'm pretty sure that exists, but I could be wrong, let me know. That would be ridiculous, though, wouldn't it, to have a 3rd? I mean, we could save that other diamond pickaxe, and eventually we could put something like... I don't know, Silk Touch on it is what I've been trying to say this whole time. Like, this would be preposterous. Another diamond pickaxe. Another diamond pickaxe! It's only gonna get Fortune 2?! Why does the shovel get Fortune 3? What's that all about? What a ripoff! I mean, if I just stick this in here and I get projectile and protection, which is useless, but it would probably reset the table, and then who knows how long it would be before I'm able to get Fortune 3. Fortune 2! Fortune 2! Really? Come on now! I mean, I guess we're probably better off trying to get it on a book anyway. I mean, if I got projectile protection 1, right? We just stuck that on there. At any point, we could just remove it as well, right? Like, we don't have to leave it on there. We can go disenchant it and get that back. Flame, right? Like, that's not useful, but we could go ahead and do, like, protection 1. And again, we can disenchant it later. We don't have to keep it. You know, this is just to kind of cycle through them. We've already got efficiency 4. I'm much more interested in... Watch us put this in there, and it's like, no, it's still efficiency 4. That doesn't make any sense at all. Why is it now efficiency 4? Well, you know what we can do is we can put a book back through there. And we can get respiration. Okay, well, sweeping edge 1, right? And then now, the next queued up one is still efficiency 4. I don't know why sometimes they don't seem to update. Can you actually remove enchantments from books? It's just occurred to me that you might not be able to do that. It might not be that you can... You might have to use swords for that. We might have to use base level swords. The grindstone is in the basement. We've never tried... You can't grind a book, I almost guarantee you. You absolutely can. We can get protection 1 removed because we don't need it. And we can get sweeping edge removed, and we get fire protection 3. We don't want to do that too. But then now we can take these books back over here, see, and we can go through and say, okay, well, power. Protection 3, that's pretty generalized, and that's actually kind of possibly useful, I think. It's applied to armor, and it's a bonus that reduces, like, damage. I'm pretty sure all kinds of damage. Oh, interesting. Okay, it reduces the damage taken from all sources except damage caused by hunger, a warden's sonic boom, whatever that means, the void, or /kill, obviously. But this enchantment is capable of reducing damage from sources that normally ignore the user's armor, such as falling or magical damage from status effects. That's kind of useful. We might want to grab that one, but I'll tell you what we actually want to do right now is we want to pop this thing back open. Okay, and we want to go ahead and grab our armor, and we want to apply Fire Protection 3 to it. Boom. And then also, we've talked about combining these together. That's going to cost 19. Well, what'll it cost to put mending on one of them first? We have a couple of mending left. We need mending on one of these. Which one would we prefer mending on? Punch and Unbreaking? It seems more useful than Power 3 and Fire for right now. Let's see what Punch does. It's an enchantment for a bow that increases the arrow's knockback. Okay, well that only costs 2. And then if we combine these two together, that's 13 or 24. Again, it seems arbitrary. We're going to lose the name. That's okay. We'll do that. Awesome. So we've got a really cool bow with power 3, flame, punch 2, unbreaking 3, and mending. I don't know if flame's helpful in the nether necessarily. We've got a diamond pickaxe that we can't do anything useful with at the moment. But we do also potentially want to grab protection 3 at some point and stick it on some piece of armor. Maybe the legs or something. We got a trident that needs to be repaired. Oh, and I need to put mending. We've got one more mending, don't we? We've got, yeah, I mean, we can go buy more. It's not that big a deal. But we can put mending on our shovel at long last. And I think that does it for today. I think we're pretty much geared up as good as it's going to get for the next stage of the operation, which is going to be actually going to the nether, which is, I guess, what we're... I wanted to go to the snowy, icy region. Oh, right, I'm inside. How do I... Can I not be outside? Like, can I... Well, we know there's a snowy, icy region somewhere over here-ish, and I kind of wanted to go... But you know what? We can just go to the nether, and we can build a quick nether base for, like, safety, and that'll be fine. And we'll do that. We'll do that next time. We got to build a portal. I was thinking about... I was going to build it underground, but now I'm thinking it might be cool to build it on what is almost an island over there. I don't know about how convenient that would be, though, because I did say I wanted to have a nether, like, transportation network, and having to go to that little squat of an island might be a bit of a pain, versus just having it be sort of what my other idea was just one of the floors of the basement. So, you know, you go downstairs here, and then you go downstairs here, and maybe set back in the wall a little ways, there's a nether portal. Or we could have it upstairs, which would be, you know, I want to have it far enough down, actually, that we don't hear the portal constantly. So I think at this level we would still hear it. But maybe if we go down to this level and we set it back far enough, we don't hear boom, boom, boom constantly, and that might be good. Until next time, until tomorrow. I am probably going to go back down to the basement, actually, and I am going to keep killing zombies and fishing until I fully repaired the trident. And so that'll be done by next time. But until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I will see you later. Goodbye.